So my first fitness business absolutely failed, and it's because of the content that I was making. So today what I want to do is make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. I'm going to share 3 specific fitness business content mistakes that odds are you're making. Now, if you're just starting with getting your fitness business off the ground, you're not sure if it's ready, you don't think you have all the things in line that you should be, I want to give you my 730 fitness business formula. This is a free guide that you can take and compare to your online fitness business now. What I've done with this is I've mapped out the next 7 days. Each day you should be working on one thing to get your online fitness business off the ground. Now, I know you're busy, so I've actually mapped out each day only being 30 minutes a day of actual work. Yes, that means if you only have 30 minutes a day, I'm gonna show you exactly what you should be working on to get your online fitness business off the ground in the next 7 days. Go to willrichards.com/7-day. Now, the first fitness content mistake that I was making is focusing way too much on the how-tos instead of sharing more of the how-Is. Now, what I mean by that is if you go into your niche, the fitness space, and maybe it's your specific audience, postpartum moms, and you looked up how to train your core after labor, right? It's a very simple search term, and everyone's saying, hey, this is how to do that. So you become a teacher, right? You get into this routine of just always teaching. The problem with this is there are millions of people online, and there's all kinds of content creators already creating how-to content on a specific topic. The type of content that really started to elevate the types of people that I was bringing into my business, the people that actually wanted to buy from me and who had a very specific pain point that I knew I could help with, were the people that were looking for someone who understands where they're at and how to get out of the sticky situation that they're in. Now, for me specifically in the fitness business that I run today, it's working with people who have chronic low back pain. So I could make a lot of content around how to train your core for back pain, how to stop doing this to get back pain relief. I can do lots of how-to stuff, but what really connects with people and what brings the people in that I want to work with is when I share my specific story. This is how I went from waking up in chronic low back pain to seeing relief within 7 days. And there's actionable things that I actually stopped doing in my own pain journey that got me that specific result. So instead of just focusing so much on the how-to do something, share how you accomplished it or how one of your clients accomplished it, and you'll see how much more people are connected with your content. The second biggest fitness content mistake that I made is focusing too much on a broad audience. So my first fitness business was called beyondgymwalls.com, and it was general fitness advice around strength training, weight loss, but it really wasn't targeting a very specific person. And what I was doing is just making general fitness content, right? Like kettlebell core workouts or barbell back exercises or how to do this core exercise. A lot of general stuff that you can find repeated a million different times on YouTube today. So what you have to understand when using YouTube to attract leads into your business, don't always focus so much on the basic general advice that has already been repeated a million times. What you want to do is create content that is doing the same type of thing, but you're targeting or you're identifying a very specific person that you're trying to go after. An example that I use in my personal fitness business today, instead of talking about 3 core exercises for a stronger core, I'll say 3 core exercises for someone who has an L4, L5 ruptured disc or bulging disc or herniation. This is a core exercises for someone who has a very specific pain problem that they're trying to solve. I could even say back pain, but back pain is a very general topic. What type of back pain? Why do you have back pain? People are searching more for the L4, L5, which is 2 vertebrae in your lumbar spine, more than they're searching for just general back pain. If I can make content that's speaking to a very specific person with a very specific problem, I can use the same type of content that you would find in a general fitness core training video. But for me, I want to highlight a very specific person. So using those keywords is critical for bringing these people into my business. The third biggest mistake I see content creators making, and I made this early on in my online fitness business, business career is trying to become a YouTube influencer. And this can apply to any social channel. You are not going to become a fitness influencer. And what I mean by that is becoming someone on these channels that has millions and millions of followers. If you are creating content for your fitness business in the hopes of becoming this massive multi-million follower fitness influencer, thinking that if I can get to that point, that's when I'll make my money, you're completely wrong. You can make plenty of money, multi six figures, with actually a small following, because what you're doing is not trying to become someone who chases views or the vanity metrics that you find on YouTube and social channels like shares, comments, views, things like that. What you're trying to do is convert these viewers to become a part of your nurturing sequence. Now, this is something that you do behind the scenes, which is why all of your videos need to have a call to action that leads to business growth, not a call to action that leads to a like, or a call to action that leads to a share, or a call to action that even leads to a subscriber. If people love your content, if you're speaking to the ideal person that you want to attract, guess what? They're going to subscribe because they have a problem and they realize that you have a solution for them. If you focus too much on being the person who entertains, who's always funny, or always doing these crazy acrobatic fitness type of content, you're not going to bring people into your business. They're just gonna watch your stuff because you're crazy and you're putting it out online for people to see. So be intentional with your online fitness business content. Be very, very specific with what you want them to do. And what I do, and what I have grown in multiple six-figure business off of doing, is inviting people to get free guides for me to share with them more, to provide more value for them in exchange for their email address. Now that I have this, I can communicate, I can build a relationship, I can nurture these leads and sell them a service that they are actually looking for. That is literally how you take a dying, burnout, broken online fitness business and flip it around to become a revenue generating machine. Now, once you stop making these content mistakes, you're gonna see more people coming into your world, whether it be comments, whether it be reaching out to you, emailing subscribers to your email list. Now, the key thing for you to do is make sure that your fitness business behind the scenes is set up to accept these people, to nurture these people, and to get them buying from you as fast as possible. If you're not sure if what you have in place now is actually working, I want to invite you to grab my free 730 Fitness Business Formula free guide. It's going to walk you through the next 7 days, exactly the 7 things that are the most important things on getting your business off the ground, growing, and actually making money. And you don't have to spend hours and hours a day growing this online fitness business. In fact, I show you how to do it in only 30 minutes a day, which means if you're busy, if you have kids, if you're working full time, and this is a side project for you, you can still grow and make money online in little amounts of time. Just go to willrichards.com/7day to grab that 730 Fitness Business Formula and start getting your fitness business off the ground. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I'll see you on the next episode.